Not really. I mean, whatever. So, okay, here's the thing of it. One of the representatives for Florida, after Biden announced that he wanted to make it so that everyone can compete with what they identify with after a certain point. So like a trans woman, I was gonna use an example, but I can't. Okay, so if she wanted to compete with like Molly Rose in a soccer game, she should be able to, because in my opinion,
identifies as a woman.
Exactly. And I think that once you're on, whatever hormones you're on for that certain amount of time, because estrogen, like if I were to go back from testosterone to estrogen, I would lose mass. When I go on testosterone, I gain mass in my muscles automatically.
Same thing that happened to said trans woman.
Exactly. So he is saying that trans women, no. So to him, trans men are trans women. He got them confused in his legislation. So when he's talking about trans men, he is specifically talking about trans women. Okay?
So he's kind of like this.
Yes, he's misgendering them, but like not even to be spiteful. He's misgendering them because he's just a and he doesn't know what he's talking about, and he didn't even take the time to educate himself when he put this legislation out there. So he's saying that he doesn't want trans people at all to compete with cis people. And then in the comment section on this, because ABC Action News released it, in the comment section, it's so disgusting. It's literally like if we were in Germany, okay? Because if you look at the comments, they literally were like, oh my God, these people are so disgusting. We should just take them all and put them in their own league so they can compete against each other, because that's what they need to do now. And then another comment that really pissed me off is, okay, we can put them in the Special Olympics if they want to compete. We can have a little thing for that. So I just really wanted to make this video because I'm pissed off, because Representative Sabatini, which should just be sabotage, because he didn't research enough. He's like, let me just try to look good for all of my conservative folks. Let's go against specifically trans people. That'll really get the people going. You, dude! Because Florida. Welcome to Florida.
But Florida is like such a pro-LGBT state.
The people are. Miami, St. Pete, Tampa, Gainesville.
Everywhere that has a massive price.
Everywhere that there is a college town. And even people were saying,
Augustine?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, St. Augustine was blue, believe it or not. Unless, correct me if I'm wrong. But there was other things that I was thinking about, but now that I'm talking, I completely forgot all my major points. Well, thank you for joining me in my TED Talk. But I'm sure if I keep thinking about it, I will find it. Because when you're in the shower, and you're like, you think about what you could have said in that fight. You know what I'm talking about? And you're like, yeah, I could have won that fight. That's how I'm feeling right now. I feel like, but I mean, in the shower, I was thinking about it. In his legislation, if we were to continue the way that he worded it, trans men, me, could therefore compete in the same league as cisgender men. The way that this idiot worded it. And his physical legislation, the one that he wrote, he's saying that trans men should not compete with women. That's what he's saying. He's trying to say trans women should not compete with women.
Yeah, but he fucked up.
But he said trans men should not be competing with women. Therefore, as a transgender man, and I hope in some realm that he sees this, just if he gets drunk one night or if he's lonely and he just stumbles across this, trans men should then, according to him, be able to compete in football, baseball, basketball, wrestling, any competitive sport, which sports are competitive anyway, but any sport, I should be able to compete in that according to his legislation, according to what he said. Because he doesn't understand the difference between trans men and trans women. And for those of you that don't understand, FTM, me, female to male transgender, MTF, my beautiful sisters on here who identify as female, okay? MTF is male to female, okay? They identify, that part doesn't even matter anymore. The part at the end of it is what matters. male and female, and then you have your non-binary, but it's what people choose to identify with, okay? I don't understand why it's so hard to just respect one another, right? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
They're like the guy that was like, oh, we should just put them all in Special Olympics.
It's because you still have people who are closed-minded about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but,
You can't change that, unfortunately.
No, you can't, but you can educate, or you can at least attempt to educate, or you can at least call people out who are not educated and are using their platform as a state representative who's supposed to represent all of the people in Florida, specifically singles out trans people because he has nothing better to do because Daddy Trump doesn't work in the office anymore, and now he's got to twirl his thumbs because he doesn't know what to do without Daddy Trump. Okay, I'm happy you guys were all messaging me about my vlog and when I was gonna do it, and Sue just so happened to trigger. I'm sorry it ended up this way. It's supposed to be a lot different than this, but I'm gonna thank you guys for watching. Comment down below what you think. If I'm wrong, please tell me. I never mean to offend anyone. I love you guys, and stay tuned for the next rant. God knows when that's gonna be. I'm fucking just pissed off at everything now these days.